From Mercedes door, put the pedal to metal and made it soar. She was, but I made it sure it was. So we stayed indoors. Let's take it where no one has been before. It feel like I've known you some years before, but I don't know. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it.
Even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020.
Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Houston Texans and the Las Vegas Raiders.
And off we go from Las Vegas. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And, whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's 2nd down.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Throwing now is Carr. Johnson's got it complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And 3rd and 8 now.
In search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Christian Harris. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass. So that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Max Crosby racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they get after them early.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Faking the give, Darnold. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their 2nd possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Again, it's Cook. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun now on third down, Carr. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. The Raiders in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Carr. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Carr now to throw. And the catch made by Johnson. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. That 4th down decision, unconventional but effective, and they indeed come up now with a 1st and 10, a fresh set of downs to about the 48-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 35. Carr.
Going back to the same well, it's Hockenson again.
And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And it's complete to Adams. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Cook will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
That was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Again, it's Cook.
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown.
Dalvin Cook, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
They run with a rookie from Florida, Dameon Pierce.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A game of 15. And the Texans first down.
1st and 10, it's Pierce.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up, They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On second down, here's Pierce. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
And they'll go right back to Pierce.
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Pierce now up the middle. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. He's got a man. It's his fullback. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Collins. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 13-yard line.
Back to the ground with Pierce.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Dameon Pierce,
his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Texans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away.
Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
On 2nd down, Cook. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Now.
On 1st down, Carr. And Cook has it, left side. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13.
Now Carr. He hits Adams complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 36. Here's back-to-back catches for Davante Adams. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. The final shot here before half for Carr. Touchdown Raiders! T.J. Hockenson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Taken from about the 12. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. First down, they go right back to Pierce. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 93 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
They go again with Pierce. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Hand off right side to Pierce. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 32. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Give to Pierce. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Here's Darnold. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Give left side for Pierce. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On 2nd and 7, Darnold. That's complete to the tight end, Akins. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. The kick by Fairbairn is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Cook again. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Carr going to throw. It's caught here by Adams. And he's going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. And right side, they're going to go option here. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play. Just someone that I could dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
On is the punter long here as he sends this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Now a handoff for Pierce. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Play action. It's Darnold. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Darnold to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
A gain of 16
Here's Darnold. He'll fire one end zone for Cooks. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Darnold. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Well, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. And the Raiders have just about sewn up this football game. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it's Cook. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run it. Here's Cook. They find some open field here. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 77 yards rushing now for Cook, and this is a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Carlson now to add the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Scoring the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Texans hand over first down again at their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. We need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Into the hands of Cooks, and he is out of bounds. 25 seconds to go as he does pick up a first.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Houston.
Now Darnold.
He's got a man complete. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Off of play action, Darnold. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Second down and 10, Darnold. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, and knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for Las Vegas, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Houston, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans.
that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grr to the Riasi, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boy stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex.